It's the Cable
I actually think Parallax Wave and Reanimate are pretty similar power level. Good ass boomer cards right there. So it's like kind of a dealer's choice. Do we feel like reanimating something? Or do we feel like Parallax Waving something? Let's grab that Parallax Wave. Anytime I'm playing a creature deck, my opponent plays this card, I always piss myself. Pretty powerful second pack. So I still like Library in my aggro decks, but I think I like Athari more. Or maybe even Overlord if you don't want to commit to a second color. I don't see why not, though. There's certainly games where Athari performs worse than Overlord because the opponent just like has a Crocus. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Tommy, goodbye. Thanks for the sob. Thanks for the 68 months. Oh, a little clamp action, maybe. If this is a pack one, pick one, I think I would take, I don't know. Clamp versus Bowmasters. That's close. I'm going to take Clamp over the Giant, though. I'll be right back. I was about to open a beer, and then I realized I'd opened one with my lunch. Not going to let that half a beer go to waste. So Stoneforge Mystic and Staff are both great pickups. I'm actually going to take the Staff. It just plays a little bit better with the Clamp. Doesn't need further picks to juice it up. I'll take a Pyrokinesis. It's a little early, but I'll still take it. Ancient Tomb's kind of sick here. I do like Nemesis fine. Containment Priest plays well with the Parallax Wave. I think we want a little bit of that acceleration stuff. Clamp in the Staff. Clamp in the Staff. That's how we do here. Samwise is kind of good sometimes. The Parallax Wave dies. You like Samwise it back. Just loop. Wave exile the Sam. Commander Door. Thanks for the sob. Thanks for 58 months. New Year's Cube. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, tomorrow's literally New Year's Eve, right? This is the sort of pack we were not hoping to see. That was a little, fuck. How do you feel about Monstrous Rage? I like it if I've got the Double Striker dude. That's kind of sweet. It's New Year's Eve already in Futureland. Oh, yeah? Man, what a magical time that must be. Have you seen the ball drop yet? A little suplex action. All we need now is some Moxen and some threats. We got a deck. Hey, the Overlord came back. Goblin Bombardment did not. Kind of noteworthy when you're in Boros. Palantir might actually be sick here. We have the Ancient Tomb to play it a little early. We got like Overlord. 7 drops in my Boros deck. Oh shit, what up? Hey, Debate Bro. Thanks for the sob, the 127 months. Hope you're doing well, Debate Bro. You are doing well? Fuck yeah. Winter break? Oh my god. I would kill something adorable for a winter break right about now. More people should work in professions with winter break. I agree. Looking at Oust and Fiery Confluence. That MacD card is kind of good for taking blockers out of the equation for a turn. I guess I'll grab Confluence. The one thing I know is absolutely fucking nobody should be working for 365 days in a row. That is too many days in a row. That is, you know, you definitely need some break in there at some point. Ooh, a God of Souls. Yeah, we really were missing early game plays, so this is quite helpful. Imagine doing it voluntarily. Well, everybody does. Technically, everyone does all of their jobs voluntarily, friend. Yeah, I like Carnage Interpreter. The curve goes up a bit high, though. I'm gonna grab this Skyclave. Yeah, it's not a job at that point, eh? So the Talisman actually plays pretty well with that Ancient Tomb. Just like ramp to ramp, and then all of a sudden you're Athariying. It and the Vista both fix pretty well. I think I'm gonna grab that Talisman, actually. I've been pretty unimpressed with the Squadron lately. I think it should get rotated out. We have a few tokeny things. If I was gonna grab a card for the sideboard, it should have been the Dam. I could see playing it in like the mirror on the draw. Hey, Vantage Wheel. That's a good sign. Hey, Eric. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 110 months. Cube for the Cube God. Hey, Bands with Legends. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 94 months. Mox is heartening. I'm probably like the only person in the world who'd be like, I kind of want to draft that Atali here. I'm just gonna throw that Atali in this pile. Probably supposed to grab that rag or the Wooded Foothills rather. How good are we against Reanimator? We have an Oust and a Parallax Wave. Kind of medium. I think I want the Fireball anyway. What are my thoughts on the sort of experimental archetypes they like to do on Moto Vintage Cube? I mean, some of them turn out to be hits and come back and stuff. I think there's like other ways to get in variety though, and it's kind of like a short-sighted thing for it to be the only way to introduce variety to the cube. Like even something as simple as simply like using a different removal spell or reworking the creature base. It's not like they've cornered the market on the only good 500 cards in Magic the Gathering's history. But it feels like they think that. So even when they're making changes, it can feel very samey. Nice 69 there, Real Milkman. Like adding Welder back in, right? Welder and Engineer stuff. The thing is, like, they really like Soul Cauldron. But the best place for Soul Cauldron and Legacy is with, like, the Engineer. They just, like, haven't touched that. And then when you add in the red artifact package, you get to like adjust the emphasis of red, and you get to nerf Boros while not making red worse. Anyway. I'm gonna cut this Mind Collapse. Cut one of these 2 drops, maybe Gao. Lower my legend count slightly. Not the best clamp deck I've ever seen, but it works with Voice of Victory and Adeline. We're going to keep this and hope that turn 2 Palantir does something for me. It's probably not. On the turn 2 Ancient Tomb is probably going to deal me too much damage, etc. Ooh, a 1-drop. It's been a few minutes, but during drafting, I opened up about burning out on the 365. And man, it kind of it sucked that people were snarky about it. Like, yeah, why would you agree to do that, idiot? And I was like, well, why am I streaming for you? Why are you here watching? Anyway. Like, if you knew someone and they were like, I took a job and I'm burning out. Even if you were talking to a stranger on the street and they're like, yeah, I took a job because I needed the money and I'm burning out and it's like kind of killing me. You wouldn't be like, oh, fucking moron. You'd be like, oh, that sucks. And you just like give like a basic level of empathy. Yeah, that's all. Burnout sucks. Burnout does fucking suck. Yeah, I know there's plenty of folks that appreciate it. Obviously, I'm still going, but a few random jerks can really dim the mood. I guess I bought them both. Suppose. The decision to either bin Oliphant or crack Clue here might depend on whether we need to cast Fiery Confluence this next turn. Just casting Athari into Oliphant might be sweet. And then I have to tap the Ancient Tomb one less time. That's true, Bill. In all fairness, I'm usually on board with gallows humor and self-deprecating. I think you're right. I think that's how the tone was intended. And I think yeah. Man, I'm fucking dead. Safekeeper Titania here. Well, hold on. We do still have the Fiery Confluence. We blow up everything for 3. Once we live another turn. Assuming they don't have an encounter for me with this island. Showing up all of a sudden. Could just be for a random blue splash, like Time Walk, Recall type thing. Odd little attack. So the Fiery Confluence can clear everything but this 6. And then the 6 can rebuy it all anyway. Oh, shit. That is an exciting block. It makes it look like I just forgot about Reach. Which I totally didn't do. Hot diggity. So we're not out of the weeds yet. They do have a Woodland that can copy 6 and start rebuying stuff. Oh, they only have 3 card types in the bin. Interesting. Kind of looking for like an oust here. Oh wow, they binned, huh? They binned and hit a Tolly. I wonder if that was a misclick. So I lose 2, go up to 10. They have 8 on board. Sweet. That was a gorgeous fiery confluence, huh? I was like, how are we getting out of this one? I was like, there's no fucking way I can beat this board. My Parallax Wave is in the graveyard. Oh, right, the card in my hand. The card in my hand has text. Okay. Can do a bit of that. Yeah, I want Pyrokinesis. I don't know if I want Mind Collapse. I want to cut... I don't know. Adeline, maybe. Luminarch, maybe. Well, Palantir did work, huh? Drew me a couple of irrelevant cards. Domed the opponent for like 11. Okay. This looks like a start, huh? We can turn one the Luminarch. Or maybe just start smacking with Robber. Probably play the Luminarch. Just get it growing. I don't think they're playing a color combination that has a lot of removal. So that might just be aces. Yeah, definitely Luminarch. Opponents have their 3 cards in hand. Robert probably not getting much. They already put their extra, so I don't have to Pyrokinesis in response. And honestly, Pyrokinesing there maybe better. It feels good to use that mana talisman into the oust. That was a bummer. Bit of a bum bum. Bit of a bum bum, yeah. I'm going to end up Pyrokinesising it anyway, but now they're going to get value in the meanwhile. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, it's too much pressure, Too much pressure. No way back in for them. That game 1 was fucking nuts. I had like an emotional breakdown in the middle of it. Oh, man. I'm going to mull this. I like Voice of Victory and Clamp. I also like white mana for my white spells. We're going to keep this. We're actually going to bin the Parallax Wave. And just sit here with my 1-2 and hopefully we draw some business. There's something to binning the Mox Jet and keeping the wave in this spot. Because the Mox Jet's just not doing much for you. But if I'd ripped like a Palantir or something, I'd feel silly not being able to play it on turn 2. It's oddly tempting to discharge for 0 and just grow the guy to souls. Just get in for 3. Let him keep the Noble Hierarch. The art for Moxjet does indeed rule. Big agree. All right, deck. I'm gonna need another critter here. The stack. Sunbaked Canyon. Draw a card. Fuck. I do think I have more white 2-drops than red 2-drops, so it's possible I should have tapped the mountain sacking there. But if I had whiffed, then like leaving the red open lets me hold up a braid here. The old managing risk thing. Use the Mox for the activation. That would have been better. that was just a better line right there. Oh yeah, we're growing. We're growing all right. Yeah, I don't think we have any loot effects in this deck to like hold on to the planes for. I could play a Wheel of Fortune or something, hun. Maybe you regret not having run the land out. Your new player brain can't comprehend this. We're just trying to kill them. We made a flyer and now we're trying to kill them. Their creatures don't have flying. They're at 9. I'm at 21. They got cards. I don't have cards. We're just shoving on a creature. Oh man, my gas station trip that I made the other day has all kinds of goodies. I got a Nutty Buddy here. I got a Go Macro Bar. That'll be a good snack sometime. And the most speculative, a Club Tales Long Island Iced Tea. That's probably a good idea. When is the human consumption happening? Oh, I assume it's been happening the whole time. That's what I would do if I was watching this stream. Holy fucking power creep. I mean, if you compare it to Lotus Cobra, I mean, we could cast a Damatali if we ripped it here. Just saying. I don't know what kind of monster would put a Natali into their Boros aggro deck. But Caleb, they have a Caracas. They would merely bounce your Atali. Yeah. We get into Birds to Chump? Is that what this is? Maybe Hexdrinker to grow. Hexdrinker's a real threat. Nope, Birds to Chump. Okay, sure. Bird up. I consider that a high compliment if you associate Phantom Racer with the stream. One of my all-time favorite songs. Fire Confluence. Aw. You want to hear a bird impression? Kind of out of nowhere. I was always a fan of chickadees. They do like kind of a chickadee-dee-dee-dee. Chat's found out that I'm not a bird caller. All right. Looks like we need exactly one more damage here. It's a bummer. I was hoping for exactly one more damage, and that's 2. Would have been funnier with the birds out. What kind of bird is the birds of paradise? I believe that is a bird of paradise. It is a real bird. The art is probably actually not depicting a bird of paradise, Wasn't the Birds of Paradise art supposed to be Tropical Island? And then they were like, fuck, we need a bird or something. Throw that in here. We'll use something else for Trop. So that's just like some random parrot. It was like gonna be like shrank down in the corner. And they like recropped it to be center. Volcanic, right. Yeah, against green decks, I like cutting the cards that need to ground pound to get in. And I like to keep flyers, even if they're kind of shitty. They did have Caracas, which could be a reason to cut Athari. That's my only legend here. My only legend that I mind them Caracasing. Ah, yes. The song Electric Wizard by the band Electric Wizard from the album Electric Wizard. Who's this song by? It only says Electric Wizard. Yes. Kind of a slow and shitty hand, but I think our deck has a few of those. Well, unless we have a removal spell here. Ooh, good shout, AR. I was always unsure about the mechanism for running the duels, like whether are you supposed to run them slow or fast. I don't get it. How would it work in practice? I wish there was a song that talked about that. Okay, well, watch streak there, Fiona. Kind of glad they did that on their turn, because I was going to load it up with the Scale Lord so that Fire Confluence wouldn't kill it. I'm always second-guessing myself with these modes if I clicked them all correct and stuff. Boros, real original? Yeah. Well, shut up. When you've painted enough Picassos, it's okay to do the Campbell's soup every once in a while. You ate Van Gogh's ear? Oh, man. I bet that'd be delicious. Hey, thanks, Cloud. Well wishes to you as well. Happy New Year's Eve. They just recalled into 3 dorks. These couldn't have all been in there off the recall, right? Maybe. Ooh. Oh, you know what I could have done? That's better than this line. Clamp the Skyclave, and then Pyrokinesis and kill their shitters in the Skyclave. Draw 2 cards, Attack with a Guardian, rebuy the Skyclave, exile the remaining thing. I didn't realize it until I was casting the thing, but I think that line's way better. The end result, you like get all of their things instead of just 2 of them, and then also you get to draw 2 cards, importantly. It's just way better. Just left 3 cards on the table. They can use all the mana too. Torsten, huh? Well, if anything can turn a game around, it's a fucking Torsten. Okay, they don't get Chariot, they don't get Green Sun. That all seems fine, huh? That all seems fine. Hey, Bringer of Phubis thinks the 60 months there. So if I oust, they go to 10, and then they take 7 down to 3. I think I just want to serve. And they're at 7, so they have to block. And you could oust. I don't think I want to. I also don't think I'm going to clamp. Because clamping puts it in the range of like Flame Slash and Chandra Downtick, that sort of thing. I think I just want to try and kill them next turn. That shitter flyer I added. I left it in. It wasn't a sideboard card. But I did highlight it as an example of a shitter flyer that might just beat a green deck on its own. Yeah, you got it. I should have like bolted up in my chair. Oh no, I'm at 8! Let's see if I get anybody. I've heard this band's fun live. What's your favorite kind of human to consume? I think it's more about how the human is prepared than the kind, you know? A little dry aging. I have a feeling that this is going way better because we were on the play. Do I brine my human? Only if I want a nice crispy skin without drying out the meat. We're just getting in, huh? I don't think they do that unless they've got a use for this treasure immediately. Some removal spell for my Adeline. Otherwise, holding up the cop to put in front of Voice of Victory. What if I was supposed to discharge the Magda there? Just prevent them from spitting out more treasure here. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. This pre-mixed Long Island iced tea I purchased from the gas station apparently contains alcohol. Product of Canada. Join us on Facebook. 5 delicious ingredients electrify your taste buds. Spiked iced tea taste. What are the fucking ingredients? It doesn't have the they're keeping them a secret. Yeah, iced tea. What else is going in there? Is it actually a Long Island or some flavorless liqueur? It does say malt beverage with natural flavors and caramel color. It's not like heinous. I bet I can look up the ingredients list. A canned cocktail blending vodka, gin, rum, and triple sec with a splash of cola. Fair enough. Doom. Hey, Doomwakers. Hey, Doomwake. Well done in the Cube for Charity. Big congrats there. And thanks for the raid. I hope you had a dope-ass stream. And I hope you have a good New Year. Yeah, I'm gonna wish you one of the good ones. You only get so many of those to give out. You see some people throwing around willy-nilly, but I'm pretty sparing with the good New Year's. You don't think you've ever wanted to see the color of a beverage in a can? I'm with you there. I don't know why they put coloring in. Maybe there's people that like pour out their pre-mixed cocktail into a glass. Well, this game's gone on longer than I expected. They just looted away a Fury. Fury kind of feels like it's the answer to all their problems. And they looted away Fury, Just Parallax Wave. Maybe Palace Jailer's just as annoying. They decided to pass instead. Could Skyclave the Giver, which I don't hate. I think I want to go Talisman into a Braid. I want to get the Giver off the board before I attack, in case they've got something weird. Going to 1? Going to 1 over there? 1 is not very many lives. The Wollasheim premix cocktails are tasty. Yeah, some of those I like quite a deal. Is this a 4th? It's a Thari. So they gain 3 and go up to 4, and we have 4 on board. Am I missing something? Maybe they have a Solitude or some such thing. Hell yeah. I'm missing something here? I'm not? Okay, cool. I was hoping I wasn't missing something. Just board game Pyrokinesis literally every round, Might actually cut the Scale Lord. Maybe I should get Palantir. Maybe a random removal spell or something's better. I'm gonna leave it in. Hey, Brickmaster, thanks for that 53 months. Appreciate it. This hand would be so much fucking better with a Mox. I'm keeping because of the Parallax Wave, but it's possibly just a bad keep. Oh, yeah, it's even pretty not ideal. Okay, okay. I'm gonna turn this one up slightly. That is a good start. I don't know if y'all knew what a good start looked like, but it's pretty similar to what the opponent's got going on over there. I was planning on playing the Overlord next turn, but nah, I think I gotta play this Parallax Wave, huh? I get to flip the Ajani too. Oofda. Now that's a good ass curve right there. And people think Gut is safe in Modern. Yeah, I don't know. It'd probably be sick in Boros, huh? Alright, we got him right where we want him. They didn't even want to strip mine me. That's wild. Fair enough. Without that Fire Blast, without that very lucky Fire Blast, I would have been able to win that game. I'm not going to explain how. I don't want to ruin it for people that want to solve the puzzle. But you can rest assured that I had it under control until that precise moment. Wow. Very tempting to foretell this here, just so you're doing something with your mana. Triple white, untap. Fair. Got me. Seems odd to use Fiery there instead of the Delayed Blast Fireball. My reasoning is the Delayed Blast Fireball is one-sided, so it won't fuck with my tokens on future turns. Plus, we had to use all 4 mana for the Confluence. We want to go like Fireball plus something else on a different turn here. Very cautious Delayed Blast Fireball. Yeah, I think they just flooded after their their start there. They were like cracking the land and stuff. Cool. Burrow's mirror in the finals. Pretty fitting. Not quite in the mood for this one. I want something a little bit more